I'm Hawaiian Dan of TalkFishTV.com reporting for the Fisherman Magazine on the nearshore North Shore of Central Long Island. Now hold on your seats because we got a lot of information coming at you fast and furious. This week things have changed yet again. In addition to the grass shrimp, rain bait, and mackerel, we now have a massive influx of tiny sand eels, and I mean tiny as in 1 to 2 inches, and they are everywhere. And this is what is throwing off the typical pattern. Traditionally, as the spring season progresses, the size of the bait increases from grass shrimp to rain bait to 3-inch sand eel, squid, and then bunker. This year it started off normal with grass shrimp and rain bait, but when we got to the sand eels, they came in a lot smaller than norm at 1 to 2 inches instead of the normal 3 inches, and the influx is the largest I've ever seen for this time of year. My normal nearshore spots have not been firing, and that's because of the massive volume of tiny sand eels, which get pulled through the current a lot easier than the bigger baits. So instead of setting up on night lights and structures alone, predator fish are now primarily setting up on fish highways or areas of current that are drains for the back bays and harbors. The other things that we have outside the norm is a massive influx of Atlantic mackerel, aka Boston, Norwegian, or Scottish mackerel. However, these fish are incredibly fast, and as a result, I've noticed are coexisting with the striped bass. Yes, it sounds weird, but think about it. Would you want to burn tons of energy chasing macs in the open water, or feed easily by gulping down tons of ready available sand eels? Another thing I've noticed is striped bass are feeding differently at different locations despite the same prey. Meaning if you see them gulping down sand eels and you just can't trigger a strike, map out their path of travel, pick out the locations that stand out to you and fish them. Remember, striped bass are patternistic and they feed primarily in the same way in the same areas every time. You just have to dial in how, where, what, and when they're feeding. If you constantly can't trigger a strike despite them being there, keep moving until you find a location where you can, and that's a location where you're going to constantly catch, or at least until things change. For instance, I covered about 10 miles with my Sea Eagle Fast Cat inflatable catamaran boat from SeaEagle.com. Despite seeing them everywhere, I only found 2 locations where I could constantly catch. So the next time I'm out, where do you think I'll target? Those 2 spots where I now can focus more of my time productively. Now get off those couches, grab some friends, and let's get out there and fish. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Hawaiian Dan or TalkFishTV.com, and I'll do my best to help. Don't forget to sign up for the June 23rd Duke of Fluke tournament. It's open to kayaks and boats and have some amazing payouts. For more information, visit allpronational.com. Until next week, stay safe out there, continue looking out for one another, and keep spreading that aloha!